Oh, hey, I was practicing my selfies. This is Jeff. It's September 6th, 2019. I just want to do a quick video, hopefully quick, about the best candidate, 2020 candidate for gun control. And I think people greatly underestimate how many people are Second Amendment advocates. Just from my experience, they're more likely to be quiet, and I've knocked on a lot of doors in my city of Portland, Oregon, and I know there's probably a gun owner on every street. Um, that being said, the best candidate for 2020 gun control. Oh, wait, I said Second Amendment. Kind of makes you wonder, what is this guy talking about? Well, I'll tell you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Andrew Yang. He's not right. He's not left. He's right in the middle. He's best for both sides, okay? I am a supporter of the Second Amendment purely because I instinctually want to be able to protect my family. I want to be able to protect my community. I know it's a fact of life. Shit could hit the fan. And if it does, and the good people aren't armed like so many good people are, which makes me feel comfortable, then a small group of guys could wreak havoc. And you say violence is never the answer. Even if I'm being assaulted, I don't want you to protect me. There's people with that attitude around here. I know that. I've talked to them. But I could lay down fire from a couple hundred yards away at their feet. I could brandish. They're going to go the other way if they know you're protected. Um, Trust me, we're not in the safe zone as far as not being able to have them. There's millions and millions, hundreds of millions of people that feel this way. 300 million 300 million registered firearms, which are God knows where, because just because it's registered to somebody's name doesn't mean it's there. Um, this is a fact, and I reckon, I'm guessing there's 700 million more that are unregistered, because a lot of weapons, people do not realize this, but many, many, many are unregistered, and they're not about to be registered. Um, this is an attitude that people carry, and I'm just putting this out here. Um, and I, I'm not the type. I see where gun owners are coming from when they have this attitude, like zero gun regulation, zero this, because the politicians want to get their foot in the door to take the guns. And the reason I say Andrew Yang is in the middle, he's the best person for any side you see, is because the other politicians are talking about, like Bernie, talking about, taking rifles. We should take rifles. And rifles, you can make them feed the rounds. Basically, a rifle's a rifle. They're all about the same. You could turn a rifle into an assault rifle, assault style. Anyways, assault style rifle, we need those to protect the neighborhood. If that ever happens, I don't think like that. I don't feel like that. People think, oh, you're crazy. You think like that, but the reality is we have these instincts deep inside us. We don't need to be criminalized for them. We need to work smoothly, not with putting people in dangerous, dangerous, dangerous situations. Like, that would be just crazy to consider, putting that many people in that situation. It would create divide. It would be a total mess. So I'm imploring people to recognize a lot of the reason people voted for Trump is because they said he's the safeguard to the Second Amendment. I will vote for him solely on the reason that Hillary wants to take the guns, and I will go out. I'll become a Trump. I will vote for this guy even though he sounds like a schmuck, or they were sold. You hear some guys talk and they make sense, and I can see how some people got sold. People get sold. Give them a break. There's a lot of good people that we need to come together, um, as much as we can, and try to see the good in things. So I digressed, but Andrew Yang's in the middle, because he's talking about doing like a driver's license type of thing for a gun. Like that's a good step. Okay, I think gun owners can come around to saying, you know, maybe we can give some regulation, have some trust. This guy has, America is gonna stay. Americans are gonna be like Americans, and we're not gonna tell them they can't have this, they can't have that. I'm not gonna just override the Constitution. I think a lot of gun owners can give some trust and trust that, and get the politicians to trust that, hey, yeah, we do need to get a grip and make sure to get a grip on these guns, and make sure somebody that's losing their composure can't just go get a gun the same day. Okay? We got to give and take here. Like both sides are going to have to give and take a little bit, but I think that would be a really big step. That, and helping, talking about helping parents, helping couples, helping, UBI is gonna just make it so people can like be more community oriented and volunteer more. And I could really see that's a very valid thing. It says volunteer more. People say, "Oh, that sounds stupid." I'm like, no, man. When you got enough money and you can work part time, you can do something else. You can handle working 30 hours a week, or working a job where you're actually helping people that you want to do, and still be able to pay the bills, because you're only taking $1,400 working for people with neurological disorders. Anyways, I'm digressing big time, but I think the gun control, that's a big one, and I think people should hear Andrew Yang out as opposed to what the crap that I just said, because he's actually makes a lot of sense on, you know, moving forward and making the world a safer place, which is important. And he's also not demonizing, good, honest people that live among us that are immigrants, and saying, oh well, they played by the they played the game that we said they could play, and then this politician wants to come in and say, we're going to deport you, when they're just playing the game and trying to have a better life, and doing what they can. We can't deport millions of people. That's pie in the sky. We can't just talk about build a wall and not enforce the border. Andrew Yang is talking about paying Border Patrol and getting border control, figuring that situation out, actually protecting the border and having strong, like. And what does Trump want to do? He wants people to be able to peddle drugs. He wants law enforcement. He wants, the machine wants chaos. The machine wants sick people, dying people, suffering people, people afraid, this hysterical, this gun ownership. We're going to deport people. We're going to confiscate guns. We're going to, make up everything under the sun to get somebody elected and tell people these people have a chance and these people don't. Anyways, love and respect, everybody. And I hope you're all nice to each other. And I hope people tune in more to reality and the fact that we have, us being apathetic and unconscious about what's going on affects hundreds of millions of people here in America and the world. So, yeah, we should really give trying to create peace on earth a chance. And um, we're filthy rich, and we had a $20 trillion economy. Listen to where the money would come from for UBI. The smartest people in the world, the richest people in the world. You can look into it. Basically saying we're gonna have to do UBI. That's where we're going. So we need to get it started now. We need to start opening our mind to the fact that it's probably gonna go to like 5 grand in 10 years if we can get it started without going into like a Mad Max scenario. We don't need that. It seems like we're also been primed for that. So we need to wake up, okay? Like it's not okay for millions of people to be starving and hungry. You know, it's in the best interest of big business for us to prosper and give us $200 for pass and go. That's how this country was built. We're given land, given resources, given opportunities. We need to be given back a piece of what millions of people have died for us to have a better life, you know? Uh, so, and all the work that we've done, all the work that's been done, they've skimmed it off the top. So we need to start, just like Whoopi just said, you know? I want the IRS to be on them too. I don't have shit to pay. Anyways, they say you gotta pay to play. Maybe you just gotta pay attention.